Thanks again for listening, and join us in building up the kingdom by sharing Pod Apostle with a friend.
We read the Passion for the second time in less than a week. We read Luke's version earlier, now it's the Passion according to John. And I'm just going to reflect on a few of the individual lines of the gospel that we read, and then maybe look for a moment to the cross. Pilate, as should have been obvious in the reading, sensed something special about Jesus. He sensed that there was something significant and something special about Jesus. And he knew that Jesus was being set up. He knew that this was a conspiracy to get this guy. And Pilate, for a variety of reasons, did not want to be part of that conspiracy. Even his wife had a dream and told him, "Don't harm this man." So Pilate is moved, and he's encountering Jesus face to face. And I think a lot, as I have said before, as I probably said last week, I think a lot about Pilate. I think about the fact that Pilate did not want to crucify Jesus. He did not go looking to put himself in a position to crucify Jesus. This problem was dragged, if you will, to his door. And so now he's got to do the right thing. And he knows what the right thing is. And he goes to do it. And then he has a little trouble, backs off a little bit, but then he tries to do the right thing again. And then what did they say? If you don't crucify him, you're no friend of Caesar. We're going to tell on you. That's essentially what they said. We're going to tell on you if you don't do the wrong thing. And so Pilate enters back into this dialogue with Jesus. Are you a king? And Jesus says, you say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice. And so Pilate asks an incredibly profound question that each and every one of us have a responsibility to ask. Each and every one of us have a very personal and adult responsibility to ask. And so Pilate asks this question: what is truth? What is truth? What is true? You ever ask yourself that question? Is it true that I should kill this man today? Or is it true that I shouldn't kill him? What is true? Is it true that they're going to tell on me if I don't kill him, and I'm going to lose my job, and it's going to cost me something, and so it's very difficult? So is it true that I'll be better off killing an innocent man? Is that true? What is true? When they come to Jesus at the very beginning of the gospel, they say to him, "Who are you looking for?" And they answer, "Jesus the Nazarene." And then Jesus says to them, what does he say? He says, "I am." And it's interesting, after he says, I am, they all fall down, right? They all fall down. And that's such a curious line, because they all fall down, and then they get back up like nothing happened, okay? But there's something powerful that just was spoken, I am. Jesus says the divine name, Yahweh. And in that moment, they all fall down, and they kind of get back up, and I can imagine dusting themselves off and saying, he asked them again, who are you looking for? And Jesus, they say, Jesus of the Nazarene. He says, I am. And then the conversation continues. And then later, we have this exchange with Peter. And Peter is asked a question. Are you one of them? And what was his answer? I am what? I am not. Jesus is the truth, right? And the truth is being. The truth is reality. The truth is existence. The truth is an eternal purpose. That's the truth. And when we turn away from the truth, guess what we become? We become nothing. And so when Peter says, when he turns his back on Jesus and he says, I am not, he's speaking the what? He's speaking the truth. Because he's becoming nothing. He's losing himself. And so this is our struggle. Our struggle is Pilate's struggle. Our struggle is Peter's struggle. And then our struggle is Jesus' struggle. Because Jesus has the cross in front of him, doesn't he? Anybody here, anybody else here have the cross in front of them? You all do. We all do. The cross is part of our lives. The cross. Tonight, we're going to venerate the cross. Tonight, we're going to embrace the cross. Tonight, we're going to look to the cross. And we're going to look to the cross, and I hope and pray that you see in the cross reality. I hope you see eternity. I hope you see truth in the cross. The cross is the key that unlocks the meaning of everything. Of everything. Is the world fair? Say, no, Father Mike, it's not fair. What's the solution to that unfairness? Say the cross. See, Jesus Christ took upon himself all of the unfairness that was or ever will be. We're going to face the cross in disease, in old age, in challenges, in trials, the cross. Can we deny the cross? We can. Can we run away from the cross? Absolutely. And then what do we become? I am not. I am not. And so tonight, I don't know where you're at on your personal spiritual journey. I have to say, and I'm almost afraid to say this, I feel like I'm in a very good place. I feel like the God has been very good to me, that I'm in a great place of consolation in spite of challenges and difficulties. And I'm not always in that place, trust me. But I'm in that place, and I'm very grateful to be in that place. But I'm not unaware of the cross. I don't know where you are in your journey, but whether you're in a great place of peace and consolation and healing and hope, or you're in a place of great difficulty and questions and maybe teetering on the brink of I am not. Tonight, you come forward to the cross. You come forward and you tell the good Lord, help me with my cross. Help me be in the truth. Help me when the difficulties come to me to take the right road, not the road of Pilate, not the road that Peter took initially, but help me, Lord, embrace my cross in the way and the truth and the life.